Hello there, you wonderful person. I'm Gareth Mason, and I want to talk a little bit. This is day number 7 of my challenge. It's been going. It's been going. It's the moment of boredom arrived, but I feel like now I'm getting pretty used to it. Not the challenge. Well, the challenge. You know what I'm talking about. Reading a lot. A lot of Da Vinci Code, as I said last time. Yeah. As you can see, we've been having amazing weather. Oh, hopefully my camera doesn't topple over. We've been having pretty good weather lately, which is very, very nice. Yeah. I feel a little awkward like this. First time I've been doing this, this far away from the camera. It's weird. Okay, so I have a little list of things that I want to go through here, just so I don't get lost. A few nights ago, well, today's Friday, so that was on Monday night, yeah, quite a few nights ago. I played volleyball. I went to play volleyball with the people from work. Okay, over here is fine, right? Yeah, I feel a little awkward. There's people walking over, but that's okay. I went to play volleyball, and that, it was pretty fun. Playing volleyball was very, very fun. It made me very nostalgic about the days of high school, when we used to play volleyball every day during break, and whenever we didn't have classes, we would play volleyball. It was a lot of fun. I was never really good at volleyball, but I enjoyed playing. So the playing volleyball was a very positive experience, but I learned a few things about myself. Not as much learned, more of like I confirmed some things about myself. So I'm a sore loser. I'm not a very good loser. Yeah, and I was on the team that lost the most that night, so that didn't make me feel very good. I didn't play very well either. I missed a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, which is so it's not entirely on the team. It's a lot of it's on my back as well. So that made me I didn't like it very much. So I had to watch more than I played. So that was kind of boring. And then afterwards everybody went to the bar to drink and smoke and talk. And I'm not drinking. I stopped drinking. I hate cigarette, and I'm not very good with big groups of people. So that experience was terrible. I asked for an Uber to get back home immediately when I got there. The Uber did take some time to arrive, which so overall the night was not a good experience. But then I started to think, was it really because of these things that I didn't have a good time, or was it because I was hungry? Because I was hungry, and I'm not myself when I'm hungry. Yeah, I hadn't eaten anything like for most of the day that day, so there's that. But over here I actually don't know if it was because of the hunger or because of the problems. because there was a night where I did eat when I went to socialize with work people, co-workers, and I felt the same. I felt pretty annoyed, but that day also I was in a very bad mood, so there's that. I don't know, it's complicated. I'm very emotional, you know, I'm very sensitive, and that, I guess that's a problem. And then that made me think that that was not a good night. Just my train of thought was, okay, so I get very emotional, I'm very sensitive to this kind of things. I was in a bad mood. Is that why I can never hold a relationship? That might be it. And then I started to, you know how these thoughts go, right? Like, oh man, if that's the case, am I never gonna find anybody that can tolerate this part of me? And then thoughts of, you know, dying alone and these kind of things. And yeah, but you know, that's the kind of thought that goes through your head, and I was aware of that because of my emotional state. You know, these intrusive thoughts and bad thoughts like this, they overcome you, and that, you know, knowing this, I could relax a little bit. And then on the other day I was just fine. I felt good, so I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't think I'm gonna die alone. Yeah, anyway, and then on the next day it was a holiday. Holidays now are much less exciting, although I think I could make a pretty good day out of it. We went to a park. Oh, am I gonna edit this video? Okay. If I edit this video, I'm going to put like a little piece. I did record. I went to the park with my mom. It was very nice. It was very nice. Yeah. If not, we went to a park. We walked in the middle of the woods. The name of the park is Parque dos Araucárias. It was very good. I enjoyed that day a lot. So that was in the morning, and then we went to the supermarket, and then we went to my sister's house to have lunch and, you know, see my nephew and niece. It was good. It was a very good day. But then when I got home, okay, so let me go back a little bit. During the basketball game, volleyball. During the volleyball, I hurt one of my toes on my left foot, and you know, it was hurting pretty bad. When I got home and took a shower, I saw that it was a little bruised, but that was fine, right? It was hurting, it was a little bruised, but it was fine. On the other day when I got up, when I was getting ready to go to the park, when I put on my shoe, it really hurt. It really hurt. But I didn't think much of it. I spent the whole day right with the shoe. When I got home in the afternoon and I removed my sock, I saw that my toe was actually it looked much uglier. Like, it was black. Not black, but it was really bruised. Then it was like, I was a little concerned, but not too much. Then I showed it to my mom, and my mom was a little more concerned, and she made me go to the hospital to take a look at it. While waiting, there was a guy. I'm pretty sure he was schizophrenic. Schizophrenic? Yeah. Oh, look, my airplane. This is hi. He was just saying things. He was having conversations. There was nobody there. He was just having conversations, talking about, as if there was somebody there. There were a lot of people, but he wasn't talking to anybody there in particular. Yeah, crazy. And then he just went outside took a nap in the grass. Yeah, not a care in the world. That was an interesting experience. So yeah, I went to check if it wasn't like tetanus or something like that, which I knew it. I suspected it wasn't because it wouldn't make sense, because I didn't have any contact with any metal surface or anything like that. How long are we going here? Yeah, I have the feeling that this is gonna be a longer video because I have a lot to talk about here. Yeah. Although I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, so it was nothing. It was just inflammation. The doctor gave me some medicine. I took a shot on my ass, which hurt, but it was fine. Yeah, it still hurt a little bit, but whatever. It's getting better. Yeah, that was my holiday. And then a lot of reading, yeah, just reading. I feel like I'm getting. It's been easier to focus on the book, which is very nice. I don't know if that's because of, how, how I don't have anything else to do, so my mind is not as, I'm just focused in general, or because the Da Vinci Code is a really good book, so that's probably the reason. I don't know. As soon as I finish the Da Vinci Code again, which is like I'm thinking about it, I want to go back home and read it because it's so good. As soon as I finish it again and start another book, I want to see if it's the book itself that is doing that, giving me the extra focus. Like I'm able to just stay focused there and imagine what's going on. My mind doesn't drift off as often as it used to. Yeah. So let's see if it's the book or it is the challenge that is to blame for my extra focus. All right, let me see. What else did I want to talk about? The volley, yeah. The park, yeah. Hertel. Bored. I already talked about feeling bored. I'm not as bored. Like, I feel something that I noticed is that I really like to just sit and think. I don't have to be looking. Like over here at the park, this is beautiful. Like it's a really good looking place. It's amazing weather. There's not a single cloud in the sky. It's kind of warm, but not really warm. So it's like the perfect weather for me. It's a bit too dry, but it's okay. Over here, I would just sit and look at the birds, look at the trees, the people around. But even in my house, just sitting in my studio and looking at the wall, just thinking about stuff. My mind is a pretty cool place to be in. I like it. Problem is, I've been taking even longer showers now. I thought I took longer showers before because I have my cell phone on the little thing holder, and I would just be watching videos as I listening to podcasts, watching videos as I took a shower. And I thought that made me take a little longer, but now I'm taking even longer because I'm just washing and then I stop and to think about stuff, and the nice warm water running down my back. It feels very nice. And then I take longer showers. So that's probably not so good for the electricity bill. Although, I've turned on my PC probably like 2 or 3 times in the last week. So, together with the TV, that's it's probably gonna save some money on electricity this month, which is very nice. I need it because I renewed my PlayStation Plus account, And also I bought God of War Ragnarok, which I'm pretty excited. It feels nice that it's there. It's downloading right now. It's gonna be there waiting for me. Waiting 21 days to go. 21 days to go. So excited. Yeah. That's it. What else did I want to talk about? Did I forget anything? Amazing weather. Exercise! So this park is very close to my house actually. It's like 2 minutes walk, 3 minutes walk. And it's very nice to come here late in the afternoon, you know, at sundown or after, and just exercise around this place. It's very, very nice. I enjoy walking. I've been running. You know, I know that you can see this, right? This protrusion here. It's this belly. I'm not comfortable with it, so I need to exercise. And just walking, I don't think is enough. So running would be more ideal. So yeah. Do I feel really good running? I feel good, but it's not that like, oh, runner's high that people talk about. But that's probably because I'm starting very slow. Like I walk most of the time, then I run a little bit. I don't want to push myself too hard, so I don't demotivate myself because it was too difficult one time, and then it's gonna be, I don't want to go again. It's gonna be too difficult. So I turned on easy mode, So yeah, exercises. I'm probably going to come running this evening. Yeah, because I don't go too late tonight, which is great. Guitar. Yeah, I printed "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra, the one guitar version. It's difficult. It's very difficult. So I've been practicing a little bit, but there's another song from Skyrim that I enjoy playing more. It's easier, but I get very frustrated playing the guitar because I know how to play it. I can read the things there, and I can perform what I need to perform at the correct tempo most of the times, but there's always mistakes. There's always a little mistake here, a little mistake there. It's never completely clean, so it's pretty frustrating to play, which is my own fault, right? I should have practiced more. I shouldn't have gone to more difficult pieces before perfecting my skills. Oh well, what can I do, right? At this point, I'm not sure, but it's fine. I can't listen to music, so playing the guitar is a kind of listening to music, but it's my own music, so I'm producing it, so I think it's okay. Something else that I notice about myself. So before I started this challenge, I thought that maybe because I was so bored, I would work more. I would find more things to do in my house, like cleaning up, organizing my bedroom, which is like a mess. I really need to organize that. Working from home, preparing my classes, spending more time actually working. I thought I would do that. I didn't do that at all. I didn't care for doing that. So I'm not a very active person. At work, I think I'm a pretty good professional. I think I'm pretty active, proactive, but I learned to be like that there. At the beginning, I wasn't like that at all. Yeah, so I guess I'm not an active person, but is that because, I don't know, is that something you are, or is that something you learn? Or is it both? I'm not sure. Because I feel like there's people that they are born with this like this drive that makes them do stuff all the time. You know, they're always cleaning, they're always working, they're always doing something. For me, I can just, you know, sit down and just look at the wall and think without doing anything. I don't feel motivated to do stuff. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I'm just being honest. And then I started to think about something that is very weird. Why do we think thoughts? Like what whenever a thought comes to your mind, why? How does it just appear in your mind? Like a song starts playing in your mind, and why? Why did that specific song start playing in your mind? Like sometimes you can, you know why? Like you see a specific car on the street, and that reminds you of a car, of like a person that you know, and then you start thinking about that person, and then the memories about that person, and then, you know, sometimes you can trace the origin of that thought. But a lot of the times I just like, where the hell did this come from? For example, music. I always have music in my mind, even though I'm not listening to any music. You know, there's always a soundtrack playing in my mind. And one of these days I woke up with Georgia in my mind. I think it's just Georgia. The name of the song by Ray Charles. It was just playing in my mind. And I started to think, why this song? I don't understand. So that's very, very interesting. I've been trying to pay more attention to these kind of things as of late. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm probably not gonna edit this, so that clip there. I like this, just, you know, natural. No, that's a lie. That's not why I don't like. I'm not gonna edit. I don't like editing. It's boring and it takes a long time. And sometimes you edit stuff very nicely, and then it never exports, and you lose all that. You waste all that time. That's what happened to me. So that's probably why I'm not going to edit this. Something else. This is 1080p, 60 frames per second. 22, not 27. Okay, cool. I've recorded 4K. I like the quality, but the focus sucks, and it's like the image is cropped. So I don't know. I feel like 1080p 60 frames per second is the one I like the most. 30 frames per second is not so. I like the smoothness. So there we go. I guess that's it. I'll just show you what I've been looking at all this time, just so you have an idea of what's going on here before I say goodbye. It's gonna be much. Oh, here we go. There we go. I've lived here for most of my life. In this park, yes. No, very close to this park where I live today. And this is the nicest it's ever been. Right around where we're standing right now. Like many years ago. No, it actually was around there. There used to be this public bathroom that was absolutely disgusting and super scary because it was like underground, and yeah, so the smell just stayed there and everything. So this is the name of this park is Lagoa das Lágrimas, Lagoon of Tears. The story. Okay, can I just do this? There we go. That's okay, right? Yeah, here we go. So the reason why this is called Lagoa das Lágrimas is because, according to the legends, the natives here, the men of the tribes went to war and then there's this one specific couple, and the husband went to war and never came back. He was killed in battle, and so the wife cried so much that it formed the lagoon or lake. What's the difference between a lagoon and lake? I don't know. Anyway, so I think that's it. That is all I have to say for today. It's nice talking to the camera. I really enjoy this. Should I do it more often? No, I think the reason why I enjoy this is because I don't do it as often. So I guess we're good for now, right? So yeah, I'll come back in a few days, I guess. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.